Bernardo Brothers custom truck, a 1948 GMC 5-window that was radically customized in 1959. Brothers Jim and George Bernardo built this truck to promote their body shop and to also use it as their practical shop truck. They competed in many shows up in the Connecticut region, one of which was the Autorama. They competed amongst some of the other great customizers of their time. It was also featured on the cover of 3 magazines back in the day. I will include some photos of that later on in the video. But for now, let's take a walk around the truck and go over a few of the items they customized. First off, you can see the custom in-your-face front end of this truck. All hand fabricated with sheet metal and rolled tubing. The grille they made from a tubular steel that they had chromed. Headlights were from a 58 Chevy flipped upside down. The hood, they had cut the original one right about through there and welded in the lower portion of the hood into their hand fabricated front end. The fenders, they had peaked outward about 4 inches, framed out with tubular steel, sweeping back towards the original portion of the fender, which was then molded into the cab, making this a one-piece front end. The door handles and locks shaved off. Roof chopped about 5 inches. They had chopped this roof, gives it a real aggressive look. They also had some spotlights on each side of the cowl. The bed, let's check out the bed. This is pretty unique. They took sides from a 52 Ford passenger car, the quarter panels, and fabricated their own bed sides. They did, however, use and incorporate the original 48 GMC rear fenders, the back halves, and spliced them into the 52 Ford quarter panel. Pretty creative, those Bernardo brothers. They also made this tailgate from the hood of the 52 Ford passenger car. You can still see the undercoating and where the braces would have been when it was a hood. Framed out in tubular steel, latches on each side to keep it closed. Overall, giving it a sleek design to complement the back half of the bed sides. Now let's check out this rear. It's got 50 Buick taillights. It has a grille insert from a 58 Ford passenger car. And then it has a tubular surround fabricated from exhaust tubing. Go over to the driver's side. It's looking real nice. You'll see also a fabrication of the hood scoop mounted into the roof, facing rearward. And you can see the chop with how skinny of a rear window they ended up with. Interestingly also, they filled the corner windows, eliminating the 5-window aspect of the truck. The truck had lake pipes on it. Originally, they were corrugated style, which I've never seen. These I came across for now and put on, but ultimately we'll like to replace them with the corrugated style. Also had full moon disc hubcaps on it. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, wait, how about this aspect? Frenched in antenna using, actually, you know what? For those who think they know what this part was from, comment below. I'll give you a clue. It's from a 50s era car. Another crafty trick they did, those Bernardo brothers, making use of what they had. Just my style. The interior, originally when they had this as a show truck, was a red and white naugahyde rolled and pleated material. You can still see the kick panels. Unfortunately, I do not have the door panels, but I do have photos that I can use for reference for when I reconstruct them. The shift knob that's pretty cool. It's got the red metal flake, probably Bakelite. That's one of my favorite features in the interior. The headliner was a white rolled and pleated naugahyde. I do have that for a template. So the interior is going to be a bit of a project and challenge, but I'm up for it. Transmission is a 4-speed manual. Let's take a look under the hood. Currently the truck has a 1958 235 6-cylinder in it. From what I read, the truck had a 50 Chevy engine in it with a 3/4 race cam. I did get this engine running. I've been working on this truck in the last year or so, going through it mechanically. Brakes, carburetor, engine, radiator, quite a bit. I got videos and pictures of that to show. So, like I said, I've been working on this truck in the last year or so, getting it to where I can drive it around my yard. And next will be the body and paint aspect of it. The truck also was lowered about 4 inches suspension wise. So I'm really honored and glad to have this truck. Very fortunate. I have to thank my friends Tommy and his cousin Donna for that. And a special thanks going out to Tom Crispino, who ultimately saw this truck for what it was and represented with the historic custom car culture aspect to it. And he saved it from being crushed. This truck had a bit of a rough life after it's left its show circuit, and what's amazing is it survived. You hear about them, but you don't see them, but here it is. We're looking at it together. The Bernardo Brothers custom truck, survivor, since 1959. So, hoping to see you at some shows with it. Looking to get it back to its former glory, and would love to bring it back to the Connecticut Autorama show to present its story and preserve its history and past and pay honor to the Bernardo brothers. So keep checking back in for progress, and hope to see you at the show someday. I'm all about honoring and preserving the past, especially when it comes to these old custom cars and hot rods. So if anyone out there has anything like this or knows of any laying around, or maybe a neighbor has one, or even old hot rod parts or things of interest like that, please reach out to me and contact me. I would love to purchase something or at least document it. So thank you again for all your help in preserving the past and making it part of our future.